What is good, YouTube, man? Today I'm back with another video for you guys, man. But first, I want to give another shout out to you guys, man. We've been growing crazily. I think it's been over 120 subs since now in my last video. We are only 5 away now from 800 subscribers. So we're really nearing that goal of 1100 subs so that I can go live for you guys. I cannot wait for that. But let me give another quick shout out to Icy Nate. He made the thumbnail of today's video yet again. But yeah, man, guess what? Today we're talking about, is Derek Carr the Raiders franchise quarterback, right? Is he our guy for the next years? He's still under contract for this year and the upcoming season. I like it, right? I like it. I really do like it. But let's get into it, y'all. So let me break this down for you guys. I'm gonna give it to you guys flat out. In my opinion, Derek Carr is our guy, right? Derek Carr is the Raiders franchise quarterback for now, and at least for these next 2 seasons, right? Unless he proves otherwise that he isn't what he's been doing, then Derek Carr 100% is the Raiders guy in my opinion. And let me just flat out tell you why. So, since entering the league, right, 2014, Derek Carr played with the worst NFL defense, ranked 32nd in the league. That year, we went 3-13, right? The year after that, he had the 22nd ranked defense in 2015, but he still found a way to win 7 games with the 22nd ranked defense in the NFL. The next year, 2016, the year that we thought we were going to win the Super Bowl because Derek Carr was playing flat out dominantly every week, week in and week out. And guess what? That year, he had his best defense, right? He had the best defense he's ever played with as the 20th ranked defense. That's the best defense he's ever played with, you guys, with y'all. This is why I feel like Derek Carr is our franchise quarterback. No other quarterback in this league is going to have as much success as Derek Carr has had with these defenses, right? In 2016, Derek Carr played with the 20th ranked defense and won us 12 games, 4 losses, took us to our first playoff appearance in years, right? In years, he led us to the playoffs. Sadly, his record that year was 12-3 because he did not play the last game. He broke his fibula in his left leg, and ever since then, that next season, it looked like it took him a whole season to get back into his normal shape, right? The next season after that, he had the 21st ranked defense in the NFL and went 6-10, still recovering from an injury. That same year, he was playing also with back problems. He had, I think, a couple of either fractured bones or displaced bones in his back, right? And he still won us 6 games with the 21st overall defense in 2017, right? So, in 2018, the year that we picked up John Gruden, we went 4-12. But we had the 32nd ranked defense yet again. Yet again, we had the 32nd ranked defense. And he, yes, how can you blame a guy for winning only 4 games and with the 32nd ranked defense, right? How can you blame that guy, right? I don't understand where the narrative is that he can't get it done when he's actually proven that with somewhat of a competent defense, he can get it done. And have we gave him a competent defense in these last years? Not at all. In 2019, he had the 24th ranked defense in the NFL and still won 7 games, right? I don't understand where we get this in our heads that he's bad. He's not a good quarterback. No other quarterback is going to have success with these horrible ranked defenses, right? 2020, present year, the season that just passed, he had the 30th overall defense, worst ranked by yards and rushing yards and all that kind of stuff. Those were the worst in franchise history. We gave up the most yards in a season in franchise history when it comes to running yards allowed, passing yards allowed, all of that. All of those stats were worst in franchise history. We had the 30th ranked defense, but Derek Carr still managed to win us 8 games and put us in a position to win 11 games last year. I don't understand where we get this narrative as a Raider Nation that he isn't our guy, that he isn't a good quarterback. Let's look at it in another perspective, right? a guy that we were so highly on when the rumors started trailing up, Deshaun Watson, right? He had the 27th ranked defense in this league this year. And you know what he did? He won 4 games, right? It's not, Deshaun Watson isn't the problem, but the fact that his defense couldn't get off the field on third down, much like Derek Carr's defense. That was the night and day difference, right? When he had his guys, when that team was playing well, Deshaun Watson was he was a playoff quarterback, right? In his year with a terrible defense, which is something that Derek Carr has been playing with his entire career, why do we bash Derek Carr when he's been playing with horrible defenses his whole career? He leads all of the Raiders quarterbacks in all important throwing categories, quarterback categories, but we bash Derek Carr as a Raider Nation. Why do we do that, y'all? I don't understand where we get this narrative that Derek Carr isn't our guy. I mean, you can't tell me that these quarterbacks before Derek Carr, that they were put in today's game, a highly passing game, that if they were put in today's game with the worst ranked, not the worst ranked because we've been the 32nd worst defense in the NFL before, but we allowed the most yards in every category in franchise history. You tell me that these other quarterbacks before Derek Carr were going to do better than him? We're going to put us in positions to win 11 games this year? I doubt it. He also missed a whole game this year, but still put up what he put up. He still put us in a position to win 11 games. 11 games. And our defense screwed up the Marcus Mariota game. I mean, this narrative, I think, just has to go. If we're just gonna take a look down memory lane, I mean, Derek Carr, he's been a solid quarterback, right? The Raiders have gone through so many coaches, offensive coordinators, defensive coordinators, but you know who's been consistent for us is Derek Carr, and he always finds himself in the back end and on the bad side of the media for no reason. He has no reason. You tell me, is Eli Manning, is Peyton Manning, is all these great quarterbacks gonna win with the 30th ranked defense, the 24th ranked defense, the 32nd ranked defense, the 22nd ranked defense? These guys aren't gonna win games with those kinds of defenses. You look at the most immobile quarterback in the NFL just win another Super Bowl, Tom Brady, because of his defense. It's simple as that, man. Like, I don't understand this narrative that we come out with. I don't. I love Derek Carr. I think he's our guy. He put up 4,100 yards this season without playing the last game. Without playing a game this year. I mean, I don't understand where this narrative is. He has a consistent passer completion percentage. He's a good quarterback. His last 3 years with Derek Carr, 4,000 plus yards, and all of them with 25 TDs or more. Actually, last year he had 30 total touchdowns. The year before he had 21 passing touchdowns, and the year before that, in his first year with John Gruden, he had 19 touchdowns. Yes, that may not be the best, but in 2019, in 2018, his first year with John Gruden, our team was all over the place. He lost to Amari Cooper. Our defense was absolutely terrible without Khalil Mack and Bruce Irving. We had the 32nd ranked defense. He was put into a position to lose that year. And yeah, we lost, right? We did. I mean, no team is going to win a lot of games with the 32nd ranked defense. I think we just need to stop on this. I mean, he's had his best year this year, and it looks like this year he's getting the most rumors and media attention for all the bad reasons. I don't think that we should continue bashing a guy who's only done good for us, in my opinion. I mean, yes, it is annoying when at times he throws the ball away on important third downs. That does annoy me as well. But you know what annoys me more is that he can make a smart decision by doing that so that he doesn't throw a turnover and put us in even a worse position. But you know why I don't get mad at that he's throwing it away on third downs is because with any other team with a competent defense, if their quarterback makes a smart decision to not throw an interception and force a ball, their defense can back their quarterback up and say, listen, we got you. We're going to get this third and out for you. We're going to get this turnover for you, so that one play can just be looked over and nobody thinks of it, right? But since our defense can't get a stop to save their lives, that one play it's blown out of proportion because guess what? It's one of our only chances because of how poorly our defense is. I mean, if our defense would have held on for 1 minute and 19 seconds, we would have swept the Chiefs. If our defense can hold on for 19 seconds, we would have beat the Dolphins, right? If our defense could have helped Marcus Mariota in the Charger game, we would have went 11 wins and 5 losses, right? Would we be talking about a Derek Carr trade? Would we be still talking about this? Probably, because for some reason, the nation just bashes this guy for doing absolutely nothing but be loyal to us and be consistent for us. I understand, right? He hasn't, quote unquote, gone to the playoffs, played in the playoffs, but you tell me which quarterback is going to do that. Deshaun Watson had a better ranked defense than us and only won four games. Yes, I get it. Our offense was much more explosive than his was, but it's not all on the offense, right? You look at the two defenses that were in the Super Bowl. The Kansas City defense always hits their stride nearing the playoffs and nearing the Super Bowl. That Buccaneers defense was dominant. Guess what? The Green Bay Packers were playing so dominant, but guess what? Their defense lost them that game. Yes, the refs were very poorly, but it was their defense that lost them that game. You win games because of defenses, y'all. Like, you close out games because of defenses. Last year, Derek Carr had 4,100 yards with a 67 completion percentage. The year before that, he had a 70 completion percentage, highest in the NFL, only under Drew Brees. Still had 4,000 yards with 21 touchdowns. He isn't going to be making these improvisation plays like Deshaun Watson, Aaron Rodgers, Patrick Mahomes, but that's fine. There's a reason why those guys are considered great and elite, and Derek Carr is a good quarterback. We need to get this out of our minds. In my opinion, he's a top 12 quarterback. There isn't 12 quarterbacks in the NFL better than Derek Carr, in my opinion, and I honestly am happy. I'm a happy guy that the Raiders have Derek Carr as their QB. Deshaun Watson, if he played with our defense last year, I don't think he would have had any more success than Derek Carr did. You know why? Because it's just hard to win games. Would we have won one more game with Deshaun Watson? Maybe. We still would have been out of the playoffs. But is that what's worth it to you guys? Giving up so much for one more win? I mean, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense at all. Derek Carr is not the problem. We just need to have a competent defense behind him. I mean, this man played his best football with the 20th ranked defense, y'all. Not many quarterbacks before him can say that. Also, the narrative that he isn't a winner is a flat out joke to me when he leads the NFL in comeback victories since entering. The second he entered in 2014, guess who has the most comeback victories and coming wins from behind? Derek Carr, not Matthew Stafford. He overtook Matthew Stafford. And yes, I understand he's going to be in a position to win a lot of those games from behind because guess what? Our defense is so bad. That's why. I mean, just if we'll take a look more into this, guys, we can't bash Derek Carr. He is our guy. And for what he's getting paid, it's nothing. It's really nothing. Our future left tackle just signed a deal for $18 million. Our quarterback is only going to be making $1 million more than our franchise left tackle, y'all. I mean, get this guy a good defense, and we are good. We are good. Like it said before, I think Derek Carr even mentioned this before. His game is very similar to Drew Brees. Pass it off when there's no other options. I'm not going to force anything. I'm going to be safe with the ball. But you know what Derek Carr said? He said, but since he has a Super Bowl victory, no one's going to talk about it. And you know why he's had a Super Bowl victory? Look at the year that Drew Brees won a Super Bowl and tell me what his defense was ranked. I mean, you look at Tom Brady. What defense was his ranked? The Washington football team almost just carried. The Washington football team, y'all, almost just carried Alex Smith and Tyler Heineke to almost beat the Buccaneers in the wild card round, week 1. That's how important a defense is. A quarterback who came out of a college class, didn't know that he was going to be playing, ended up having major success because of their defense. It's that simple. I mean, no other quarterback, in my opinion, is going to do better than. I mean, obviously, there's quarterbacks that can do better than Derek Carr because Derek Carr just isn't the best athlete. He isn't the best improviser, but can you really be asking too much from Derek Carr when he has 32nd, 22nd, 20th, 24th, 32nd again, 30th ranked defense? You can't be asking for too much from a guy like DC who's only done good for us. He's only done good for us. In my opinion, Derek Carr is our franchise quarterback. He is here to stay. I want him to stay. I think John Gruden is still going to keep him no matter what, in my opinion. John Gruden speaks very highly on him. Yes, he hasn't just came out and flat out said Derek Carr is our guy, but guess what? Guess what? He doesn't need to. He doesn't need to prove anything to us, right? But, like I said, Raider Nation, DC is my franchise quarterback. I have nothing wrong to say about DC at all. I like DC, man. I hope he's here for the next 3-5 years, right? I hope he is. And that's in all honesty, right? So, let me know what you guys think, Raider Nation. I might be completely wrong in your eyes. I would love to hear your guys' takes on why Derek Carr isn't the best or he is a good quarterback. I would love to hear your guys' feedback in the comment section down below. But that'll be it for today's video. That'll be it for today's video, man. Like, comment, and subscribe if you can, Raider Nation, and I'm out. Peace.